Hey guys, it's Captain Forest here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over both these combatants to see who would win, more often not, in an inverse situation. Wolverine versus Iron Fist. Now if you guys are new to my channel, please leave a like, comment down below, and of course, subscribe for further content. Now, shoutouts to the Coffee Shop gang that make awesome content, their links will be in the description. Also, shoutouts to the HQ squad, they also help me in my videos too. Shoutouts to the gang, they also help me in this video as well. So yeah, make sure you check them out. And lastly, I have my socials and like my support links in the description, so I'll leave those there too. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, start off with Wolverine. Now, if you guys want a full in-depth video on Wolverine, I actually made a video on him, so please check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. I'm gonna pretty much just go over his basic assets, all the brief stuff. Pretty much Wolverine, overall, he has adamantium claws, which have durability negation, which can slice through anything. Wolverine's bones are laced with adamantium, which is an extremely durable metal. Not even Hulk can get through it, as Hulk admits he cannot put Wolverine down, and it is even just too much for Bruce's pay grade to get through. This also ties into Wolverine's sheer tenacity and willpower to keep fighting, even when he is at his breaking point. Wolverine has his healing factor to heal from nasty injuries. He is also one of the best trackers in Marvel and can smell your intentions. He was also able to track someone who had no scent, which is impressive. Wolverine also has his Berserker Rage, which gives him a 10 times increase, which makes him very formidable and dangerous in combat. And that's going to round up most of pretty much the basic stuff for Wolverine. I'm going to go ahead and talk about his skill. So Wolverine himself is a master at all forms of martial arts and has demonstrated this against Captain America, who is also a master at all forms of martial arts. And Wolverine was able to tag Cap and give him a hernia, and Cap has bullied Cash. Cash himself has all knowledge and all mastery of all forms of martial arts, and this same Wolverine has demonstrated that he can fight on the likes of Captain America. He can keep up with him to some degree and get strikes in, which is very impressive. And another thing to note, Wolverine also has demonstrated that he can fight on instincts, and also he also uses precognition in fights as well. Okay, that's going to round up Wolverine. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Iron Fist and see what he brings to the table. Iron Fist can learn a lot about his opponent via just looking at their stance. So this is like a very skillful thing to have when you can analyze your opponent just by the way they stand. So he can determine how skilled a person is and how their form is when they based off their stance alone, which is very impressive. Iron Fist is able to see through Steel Serpent's attempt at veining weakness. Iron Fist masters all techniques taught to him by Lei Kung, who has trained every Iron Fist and every warrior in Kung Lu, going back to at least 730 AD and possibly longer, before the MP16. Iron Fist was able to defeat Xing the cat, who is able to fight Shang-Chi. Iron Fist has also scrapped with a mind-controlled Shang-Chi and performed well. This same Shang-Chi is trained in all forms of martial arts. Shang-Chi and Iron Fist recognize each other as master martial artists, and if you want to add more to that, another impressive feat that occurred was when Shang-Chi was able to like fight like his classic self from back in the past, and he even notes that that version transcended all forms of martial arts, and current Shang-Chi beat his past self, which is very impressive. That's some really good layers of skill. So Iron Fist should scale to that too, if you include that. Iron Fist were able to land blows. Wolverine scrap with him in a sparring fight. Wolverine is a master at all forms of martial arts as well, and Captain America complements the skill of Iron Fist too. And Captain America is also a master at all forms of martial arts, and he's been able to beat Catch, who is also a master at all forms of martial arts and has all knowledge on it too. Iron Fist also knows multiple techniques. He can also combine them to perfection, which is very impressive. He's also mastered the hypnotic fist technique, so there's some things he can do with his chi. And Iron Fist also was able to defeat a powerful armed ninja with thousands of years of experience, and is also shown to skillfully get around telepaths who try to read his mind by using drunken style. Iron Fist also has perfect form and chi, and he also knows some pressure points, as he was able to perform this on Spider-Man 2. And during Immortal Iron Fist, Danny received an amp by absorbing the chi of the previous Iron Fist, Orson Randall, as he died. For this amp, Davos is able to kill Orson, who was superior to Danny in the time it took Danny to blink. Immediately after the amp, Danny and Davos clash. In addition to this amp to his raw power, he also improved his skill. After Orson gave him the book of the Iron Fist, Danny learnt from the book, which contained the techniques and experience written by the previous Iron Fists, and he soon after began learning many of its secrets. So keep in mind that all feats before the Immortal Iron Fist are prior to this amp, which increased his power, skill and awareness, including infinite ways to kill men, which heightened his skills too. Iron Fist also has instinctive reaction. He can also instinctively switch his styles as well. He fights on pure instincts as well in combat, which is very impressive. He's also able to use precognition in battle in order to defeat Sabretooth by feeling and sensing him with shifting air currents. And Iron Fist was able to sense a guy wanting to attack him. Iron Fist was able to learn how to fight blind. He's also been able to fight with his other senses as well in combat, so if certain other senses that he has that are compromised, it's not a problem. He can still fight pretty efficiently. He's also able to quickly find the weaknesses of a super durable robot, so he's got some info analysis, so he's able to locate weak points on an opponent. So that's going to round up his skill. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Iron Fist's Iron Fist. So let's talk about Danny, talk about more of the Iron Fist. So basically the chi in Marvel and chi for Iron Fist, he's able to manifest it through his body and channel it in different parts of his body. And we all know that chi in Marvel is physical, spiritual and mental in nature, and this would affect you on all three levels, and Iron Fist is able to manifest this powerful element. Iron Fist has demonstrated many usage with his Iron Fist and with his chi. He can manifest a dragon out of chi and perform a dragon punch, which causes a small widespread. Iron Fist can also blast chi from his hands at his foes. He can also cause an area of effect. He can also use his chi to hypnotize people with the hypnotic hands. Iron Fist can imbue objects with his chi and also reflect back projectiles with his chi. Okay, so in terms of advantages in this fight, so Wolverine has his adamantium claws, Iron Fist has his chi. They're both really strong wing cons. Now, the adamantium claws is Wolverine's go-to and probably one of his strongest wing cons as well. I do think that if Wolverine gets an adamantium claw strike off, if he tags Iron Fist, especially if he targets the neck, I think that's a GG. I really don't see what Iron Fist can do in that situation. His healing factor, not very potent. It's not as impressive compared to Wolverine's. His healing factor is legit type 3 mortality. That thing, he heals almost instantly when it comes to taking serious damage. So I definitely don't think that Iron Fist will be able to heal from these claw strikes in time. So now moving on to the chi aspect, I think the chi is very useful. It affects you on a physical, spiritual, mental level. I definitely think that if Logan gets hit with that, he's gonna know about it. He's gonna definitely feel that. And Iron Fist could use the chi in many ways. He could target Logan's brain and vaporize it. So that's another way he could go about using the chi. I definitely think the chi is a really good advantage for Iron Fist, a really good wing con. Now in terms of skill, I do think Iron Fist is a little bit more skilled, but I don't think the gap is too huge. Wolverine can still tag Black Panther, he can still tag Captain America, so he's no slouch in skill per se. They may be a little bit more skilled, but still he can still skillfully tag them, even though he may struggle at first. And especially with the adaptation, Wolverine does have adaptation, so that will help him as the fight progresses. Now in character, I don't see Wolverine using skill straight away even. He typically, if he gets angry, he tends to abandon skill and fights like a feral beast. Another advantage for Wolverine, especially if Iron Fist and him get at it, I definitely see them going at it first, and then Iron Fist is taking the skill advantage, skillfully avoiding Wolverine's attacks and punching him with Iron Fist and chi based attacks. The Berserker Rage is an advantage for Logan as well in this fight, because it gives him a 10 times increase. The Berserker Rage increases the speed and the AP for Wolverine. I think he's gonna like one-shot Iron Fist. It's very detrimental for Danny in my opinion. If he gets into that state, he'll have the edge in speed and AP, so he'd be a lot more faster. So at that point, skill would be completely irrelevant if he gets to his berserker state. Another thing I want to mention, I don't really see the chi being a huge hindrance for Wolverine. We've seen Wolverine literally take attacks from hero tier characters. We've seen him take attacks and nasty beatings from Hulk. He's literally got his ass whooped by Hulk, and he literally gets up. Like, Hulk literally punched him so hard that literally Logan just like flexes his head back, and he's just still in berserker mode, and he's staring down Hulk. So I think the chi attacks at first are gonna hurt Wolverine, set off his berserker rage, but Wolverine's just gonna charge right through those chi attacks, the dragon chi punches. He's gonna keep charging through. He's gonna tuck his head down so his eyes don't get vaporized, and he's just gonna rely on his instincts. And then once he's in berserker rage, he's just gonna get in and slice up Iron Fist. So more often than not, with a good amount of difficulty, I think Wolverine takes victory. Wolverine has been able to take spiritual, mental and physical attacks, so I don't think the chi is going to be an issue. He'll heal on all those levels, so he'll be fine. Plus Logan can just slash and reflect and like move away the chi blasts, or he can just slice through it and get in close, because the physical aspect of chi, so he could just like slash those away like he does to Cyclops' optic blast, so he just get in quicker. And I don't really see Iron Fist being able to get off like the chi blast to try and vaporize Wolverine's eyes. Wolverine has the speed necessary to react to the small little chi blasts, so he could just tap those away. So, and the infinite ways to kill is completely irrelevant if Wolverine has the stat advantage, because there's just nothing that Iron Fist can do. He can't fulfill his skill because he's pretty much screwed in the AP and speed department. So more often than not, I have to lean more so Wolverine. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But yeah, it's been real. I'll see you guys in the next one.